Okay, so what
You
occurred
cut
last
his
time
teeth.
is you all went through the mansion, re got reunited with Graves as you went through, past a mechanical bodyguard that could not move because his knees were rusted shut for 1,000 years, and decided to use a ghost potion on him to pass through him. Very smart. You then went on, found Mr. Tooth and Miss Tooth, where you found different kinds of mixed drinks, found that Sir Chains of Moon Silk was blocking your path, and required a card of entrance to either gain a lower level or to fight him to get past. You all decided to take the trials, and instead of waiting a week, because the passage of rules stated you need to either wait a week and then you get your, after a week of death traps and, different kinds of mind bending perils, you then get your little card to be able to stay in the mansion for as long as you want as one of the denizens here. You chose not to wait a week and instead picked the trials, got your trials. Graves made to make friends with his psyker friends and didn't die for simply just making his life a bit easier, giving him a card in the process. Got a second card from the giant. Balsam passed his test with flying colors with Susan. Hal passed his test with crying colors. And now you are both here with Thistle. You have rejoined the party as you have been watching since this moment in time. Balsam is currently holding Hal as well as Graves is cooling off his arm from touching a fire giant. Misty is with you at your side. What would you all like to
Thank
do?
you.
Also, for everybody's reminder, your passive classes have been sealed due to this temple's power and are slowly returning to you as time moves on.
What is? Sorry?
Our passive classes.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit! The fucking picket line must have broken. Guys will start moving down the steps as soon as he sees Thistle there.
I'm just looking at you all wide-eyed. What is... Hi.
Balsam's gonna raise his hands, his glowing energy gets ready. Who are you?
Balsam, it's Thistle.
How would she have gotten here?
Hell if we... How did any of us get here?
How
Explain
are any of
yourself,
us even
illusion.
here? I smack him upside the head.
Well, she's not fake.
Well,
roll
if
me
you two
damage
don't...
for the smack.
wait.
Damn it. She's gonna kill me.
No damage, it was a love tap.
Oh, okay.
It's a sneak attack. There's extra damage.
Sneak attack.
Balsam
Roll.
goes down.
You get a
Hal,
critical
why are you
slap
on the
to the
ground?
You get a critical slap to the back of your head, Balsam, where you feel your head reverberating in your skull.
Oh, for Graves, remember Hal's crying.
Yeah, I know.
How this
Hal,
castle
why are
works,
you on the
guys?
ground?
None of your business.
Okay.
He's currently going through a hard time.
1 minute I
Okay.
was drinking some tea
I'm
with
gonna
Missy,
go-
and now I'm here with you all. What the heck happened to you?
Yes, so at 1 minute you were drinking tea with Misty and Oberon, enjoying the natures of the entire forest, and the next minute, here you are.
We're in some kind of spooky, never-ending mansion situation where it's been hell. It's too much to fucking explain. It feels like we've been here for months, and in all reality, we've been here for maybe 3 days.
What is time, anyway?
There's a fox on the call.
Yep. But
Hey, Kitsune.
Hi.
What's up, Ty?
so
How's it going, everybody?
Pretty good.
but Graves is gonna turn away from everybody, and I'm gonna go talk to Moonsilk. Well, can you? I don't know what happened over there, but like, all right. And Graves is gonna walk up
As
the little.
As you approach Moonsilk, what happens is Balsam, on your side of the satchel, A book
Oh.
drops to the ground where pages flip and open as Aurora, miraculously through eldritch and vampire magic, springs forth from the pages from being sealed inside the book.
Bloody
His hand
hell,
starts
both
glowing
one popping
again.
up. Bloody hell, both one popping up.
He raises his hand again, and it starts glowing.
Balsam,
Why are we
Stop.
under attack?
Balsam,
Stay back, you two!
they're
No.
our friends.
Starts dragging Hal away.
You know what? I'm gonna let him deal with that back there.
I look back
How-
and forth between Graves and Balsam and just say, friend or foe?
Friends.
That is a question you need to answer.
Aurora?
There's so much chaos. What is happening?
See? Friends.
You also look different.
I finally updated the token.
Did you change your hairstyle?
What token are you guys talking about?
Aurora's.
Oh,
Oh, I need to get on Owlbear. That might help.
Yeah.
you look badass, Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's that cloak that I told you guys about ever so long ago. My lazy
This will
ass
work for
forgot.
right. This will have to work for right now. If you want to upload it, I sent it to your DMs, Cactus.
I can get that in next week.
Okay.
All right. I don't know how to do AI generated art, so.
It's not hard.
Oh, as I'm
Fair
walking, I'm gonna go ahead and deactivate the fortress armor. By the way, so I'll decrease back in size.
Okay. So as you deactivate the fortress armor, you come back down to there. Token. There we go. Come back down to normal size.
So Chains, right?
For I am Sir Chains of Moonsilk, yes.
Yeah. Felicia was saying that.
Dope.
We're here to get past you. We gotta move through here. We were told that we needed these cards.
Does thou possess a card for each member of thine party?
Actually, here's the thing. We did. And then two more of us appeared out of nowhere.
Hey, if you guys are short one, I can always just head on back to the library.
Nah, it's cool. We're gonna keep you with us.
Is that wise? We still don't know who they are.
Balsam, they're our friends.
I don't know. Friends don't appear out of nowhere.
Yes,
Balsam,
they
what are you
do.
talking
They have
about?
appeared out of nowhere more times than they haven't.
For it
Hey,
appears
Balsam, would a
if
stranger know that you're really a dragon?
Yes?
I roll my eyes.
See?
it appears we need
The
two
sarcasm
more.
should give it away instantly.
Alright, I'll trust you for now.
So
For now.
I
he
got
says.
my eye on you two.
Sir
I turn
Chain-
my head back to Sir Chains.
Sir Chains looks at you as he rings his spiritual bell. It appears you need two more trials of your two
One more
newcomers.
trial. We have 4 cards. We have 5 people.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just gonna let
5,
this
6.
happen.
You have 6 people.
Where do you see 6? Hal, Balsam,
Where-
Aurora, Thistle, Graves.
Unless he's counting Misty.
You counting Misty?
Hold on a minute. Sorry, one more trial. I'm stupid.
It's good. It's all good.
Counting,
yeah, we'll do
counting's
one more
hard as
trial.
DM. I just roll dice and things go boom.
Oh, don't be so
Yeah.
hard on yourself, Mr. Moonsilk.
That
Yeah, I
was
mean,
not
no,
in
we
character.
can do
So
one more trial.
I will have you choose, not you, your compatriots over there. One of them shall attune one of these trials. On the left, we have my left hand of light, and with on the right, my right hand of darkness. These trials shall impose to you your darkest but most light-driven prophecies. Shall you take within the materium on the
Prophecies?
left and within the head space on the right of your psychotics?
What do you mean by prophecies?
Do you speak to him?
Yes.
For I cannot say, for it is in each one's own demeanor. I cannot peer to what your trial may hold, only that one is of the concepts of the psychological, and one is of the concepts of the materium.
Are the results public?
No. They drift within your own mind, of your own space. To the left of you,
Turn to my
Are you trying
friends. I don't know about this, guys. What are we doing here?
to the left, you see a demonic angelic being. Demonic in full rights of infernal legacy, but carrying with it the full tapestries of an angel. And on your right, you have a full angelic being tapestries of a demon.
Well, you see, Thistle, we are trying to gain passage past our good friend Mr. Moonsilk. And we have to pass these trials to gain passage.
Yeah, one of the two of you's got to do this one.
Well, I
I
believe they
hold up-
both have to pick either or.
Yeah, we
I
only
hold
need
up-
one more, so only one of you's got to do it.
Yeah, I hold up my hands and kind of back away and say, I'm not interested in delving into this psyche, friends.
I walk straight to the demonic-looking one.
Cool.
Which one? The
This
demonic.
one's interesting.
Which one? Demonic tapestries or the actual demon?
Left hand of light or right
I
hand
think
of dark?
she means this one.
Okay,
This one.
so this is demonic tapestries with an actual angel, and this is an actual demon that looks like an angel.
Oh, okay. I guess that. God damn it, Cactus! Why you gotta make it so damn confusing?
What'd you say, Aurora?
Left is always right, so I'm going to the left.
Okay.
Right.
As you approach, the
How does she
tall
know?
being opens its hands to you as you see crooked horns sprout from the back of its head that begin to undulate as they continue to grow and curl into a demonic fashion, as well as the holy radiance turning to a deep purple and then red, the wings spreading out, revealing thousands of eyes, and revealing thousands of halos reached upon them with feathers. It holds a hand out to you as if it was to baptize you. And as it does so, a cendricle of blood wraps around the base of your feet as you are then shunted to the materium. Upon doing so, you are within a void space of your own mind. Within that void space, you are called back to the past, where around you you see a forest that is filled with magical creatures, one that reminds you of your deep, deep past, with elves being all around, and you see the destruction of man coming over the curtain. Over the shores of the sea bring ships that follow, chopping of trees, slaying of beasts and animals, burning them down to make way for their own villages, coming into the forest and stealing crystals of ancient old, unwrapping the ether of power, sending it into a twirling cascade of vengeance and revenge upon nature's own ambitions. Now with man taking hold of the power, this forest is now wrought by a spell curse. And viewing all of this from your past, which you feel inside you, is that you feel this sort of vengeance starting to trickle and burn up. And you are given the choice. Do you affect the materium to change the past and completely wipe them out from the forest with the knowledge and the power that you've gained over nature now? Or do you choose to let this sit and watch the destruction and do nothing to affect the materium to let your own story move forward as it has already.
So change everything up to now.
You have the power to
Or
change
don't
and protect the
change
forest.
anything.
You have the power to protect the forest that you so wished to before. Through the power of nature now, but do you change all that for knowing that you will not gain this future? Or do you sit and watch it happen all again knowing that you could change something?
Aurora's gonna sit and stare and watch as it all plays out again, while repeating to herself essentially that she's already dealt with the pain from the past. The only thing changing it's going to do now is going to change where she's at in life. So why would she risk giving up the friends that she's made in this castle, in the Castle of Chaos, when she could just suffer through the trauma again? Knowing that Balsam and Hal are probably going to make some joke and make everything better later anyway.
As you
you best believe it.
as you watch the material begin to flow over and over, and you see all that is being wrought, all that is being carried, your emotions on said thing begin to swell to an unagonizing amount of pain, and then, as you take a step back, it crumbles away. It is a horrific sight to be able to view this all again as if you're watching from on high, having godlike power to be able to wipe it away and generate new nature in its place, but at the same time you feel almost nothing. And as you watch further and further, those memories foster only cold feelings. Till eventually, all that remains is just an empty feeling of nothing. You don't know what to feel. And as you come back to the Materium from blood-soaked waters, you have passed your trial and test. You have chose not to change the Materium, and by doing so have already worked through your past, and you are not letting out your vengeance to make something new, instead letting it rot, and letting things as the world move forward. Upon doing so, the angelic demon disintegrates, flying into your hand as a card of passage.
While this is going on, Graves would hand Thistle the extra card that he had won.
What were you going to say, Aurora? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Aurora's gonna turn and look at everybody else. Hey guys, I got the other card.
Congratulations.
I nod at
Let's
Grace.
never do
saying,
that again, yeah?
I'm gonna put a hand on Aurora's shoulder and ask her, "Are you okay?"
It's trauma I've lived through before. I'll live through it again. I have new things to protect now. I may not be fine now, but I will be. Thank you for asking.
I believe one should not look forward to bad times. I believe one should look forward to good times.
If you've lived through it before, may you never live through it again.
Exactly.
I mean, I just kind of did, but it's okay. Balsam will make another joke and it'll be fine.
No jokes here.
It'll be fine.
Pat Pat's head.
Not all is meant to be forgotten. Sometimes facing the horrors of our past may prove more beneficial than not.
What I learned from my past is that I wasn't strong enough then, but I know I'm strong enough now. But changing back then is only going to change what's happening now, and maybe not for the better. I like where I'm at with you guys. Why would I want that to change? I have a forest I know I can protect this time.
I prestidigitate
So
a
I'm gonna
pair
keep
of
it that way.
Groucho glasses on Balsam's face.
Shock and horror.
The-
Shock and horror as he jumps. Help! Help! I think your glasses got on me.
No, no, they're still on, and nobody touch them.
You can take them off. It's not cursed. And I wave my hand and they can turn away.
Mine are. Don't touch them.
You weren't making a
Graves
joke.
walks up to-
I improvised, and I shrug at Balsam.
Graves walks up to Sir Chains of Moon Silk, one-handed, one-armed Graves. I think we got the last card.
Very well. As he takes all of the cards into his hands.
Ooh.
He takes all 5 cards. He takes 4 cards of the hand, and he bites the last card with his mouth. You see as the bell drops to the floor, and he burns into a spectral flame, as he then disappears from sight, and you gain passage forward.
Balsam, I'm good now. You don't have to keep carrying me.
It's continuing to drag you.
Balsam, I'm good now. Thank you. I'm good now. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna set you all up so I can copy you to the next map.
Yep, because we're going to walk through whatever the door is.
So, as you walk through the door, you see that in front of you is a rather statue of a red prismatic dragon shining in golden red scales. As it opens its jaw, it then breathes fire onto itself, smoldering and whisking up as a long cylindrical doorway opens up from the floor. And you see there is almost like a teleporter of magic ruin, just like a ruin of magic there that can teleport. That is now
Is it
glowing.
ruined or is it a ruin?
It is a ruin it's a ruin of teleportation.
Okay.
And it glows. That is your doorway
It has
forward.
3 meanings.
Oh, I think it wants us to step through, y'all. Graves will take the jump first.
Graves grabs on. Does Graves have a tail?
Yes.
Balsam grabs your tail.
I'm right after him.
Hey, Balsam, are you still dragging me?
Yep.
Okay.
Aurora just kind of
Graves.
runs and jumps with everything else.
Graves, as you try to run and jump, you then feel an immense amount of weight just kind
I'm
of...
not actually jumping. I'm walking through.
Oh, I jump. I completely jump.
I'm just saying for Graves, as you try to walk forward, you then just feel like a slump of weight on your back now, and you say, oh.
Oh, God. Damn it, I wasn't supposed to hit old age like this.
Well, at least hell is light.
Aurora?
As you all jump and walk through, you feel that a coldness has entered the air. As now you are deep underground.
As I said, y'all, never ending.
As
Misty
you
still
are-
got her sweater.
Misty still has a sweater, yes.
Okay.
He's all nice and comfy in the chilly weather.
Adorable.
Keep close, baby.
How's
You should
Tarkus?
probably take a rest, by the way. I'm not feeling too great after that last one.
I will say, during your time with... You spent time with, Ludwig, right?
Yeah.
During your considerable amount of time with Ludwig, you picked up a few tricks of the trade. You can use Spare the Dying now as a cantrip, and you can use a conjuration of your sorcery with a bit of cleric stuff. It basically allows you to cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Okay, let me add those.
As well as You have learned how to knit more advanced things.
Bless
You've
you.
gained more knowledge in terms of
Thank you.
bestiaries and other such things and history of the lands. And one bigger boon for you, rather, is you don't really suffer from the demonic body of a... You don't so much suffer from the curse anymore of a tiefling. The curse being that because
Was I
they're
cursed?
well, no, not so much cursed. Cursed within D&D lore of they're a fusion of human and demon, so they're seen as like a lesser, right?
Yes.
Your body is kind of grown to be more of like a divine palace of your own temple. It's separate from that lineage, if that makes sense.
I may need you to add those because if they're outside of my class, it's not letting
No.
me.
It's just it's a flavor thing of you're not downburdened by the bad genetics of two races.
No, the spells.
No, the spells.
Yeah, she means the spells.
Yeah, because as a sorcerer, I don't have access to those.
I'll just give you the spell real quick.
Are you okay, friend? Poke's face.
Don't. Also, I'm fine.
There's
I'll be
Cure the
fine.
Wounds.
Are you certain?
By the way, I don't know
No.
about the two of you, but I am not feeling great up that last room. Me and Leash really went ham for leather. I could definitely do with the sleep.
I'm kind of scared to go to sleep. Don't know what I'm gonna see when I go to sleep. To be
Probably
honest.
would've
So-
been a good
I mean,
thing to
how
do in
was
the
that
last
mental witch for you?
I watched my sister die again. You know.
Oh shit!
Yep. She appeared
I-
before me with a dagger on her neck. Like the day she died.
That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah. Why do you think? Never mind.
Vigorously pats head.
That's wow.
So
I don't have the faculties to respond to that.
I believe it is best not to.
Yeah. That doesn't change necessarily the fact that I could do with a sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I
Okay.
feel empathy for you, but Felice cut my neck open pretty bad.
Think she tried to stab me.
I'm pretty sure I have a few holes in my liver. You know, nothing that a good night's rest can't, work up, but
I'm not entirely comfortable sleeping in a place where the old room probably would have been better. Does everybody want me to make a safe place?
yes, if you can make a
yes.
safe place, that'd be great.
I'm
He
gonna
has that
cast
little
Liam's
house.
tiny hut as a ritual.
Isn't that only 10 feet?
Isn't it what?
Isn't that like a 10 foot by 10 foot area?
But
Yeah,
it's
the 9
big
people can be in
inside.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
We're in an
magical.
area that's 10 by 10 feet, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so you all can move through it freely, and everything else is barred from passing through, except for a bunch of the weirdos that Cactus has walking around the castle.
So
We're not technically in the castle.
you're in the temple.
Yeah.
So it's comfortable and dry inside. We can make it dim so that we can sleep. It's opaque on the outside, but we can see out from in here.
Graves is
So-
going to immediately take a whetstone out and sharpen his sword. He's gonna put it through both of the different forms and sharpen both forms before laying down to sleep for a rest.
Okay. What you all see out in front of you is, as you've entered this area, you are now in a underground crypt of cold, damp deadness, where frost thickens on the walls, and ice has slowly crept in beneath you. As you enter the warm, tiny hut, you can see out, and you can hear creepy crawlies of all kinds and little bits of ice crackling down the hallways.
Looks a little bit creepy out there. Can't wait to go and fuck up whatever's down here.
Well, let's first decide to talk with whatever we meet before we start hurting them.
Sure, but if it's undead, I'm going to fuck things up.
You know, maybe
There are some things that should stay forgotten, and the dead are one of them.
tell you what, if they throw a wine bottle at my head, you can punch them.
Okay, okay, Balsam. Okay.
So are you all taking
Well-
a long rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So as you...
So
Oh. What were you going to say?
I said
It's-
sleep.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody was saying anything.
Okay. So you all take a long rest as you sleep wonderfully. Hal, roll me a wisdom save.
what?
Yeah, roll me a wisdom save, Hal.
Oh,
It was
no.
all
Fucking
an
with you, Hal.
illusion. It was all an illusion within the illusion. You're still in the
Oh,
mental
no.
magic, Hal.
No, I rolled a nat 20. I rolled a nat 20 on that to get out.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So Hal,
Nat 20 you said?
you...
Hold on.
Yeah, I just need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Okay, 15.
As you sleep, in your deep sleep, you hear the soft giggles of your sister echoing in your head.
Oh no. Oh, that's not good.
I only need a Hal to roll me a wisdom save, but sure, Aurora, I'll...
Is it
Aurora's
like
knocked out.
ominous? Like,
No, it's just happy giggles.
Damn, Aurora.
Happy giggles in your head, Hal, of your sister. That's it.
You sleeping good.
That's my bad.
Yeah,
I missed her dealing with dogs.
Oh, that is so ominous.
Oh, what are those three up to now?
And as you awaken...
Thistle's a light sleeper, so they're going to notice Hal kind of tossing and turning and throw their cloak over Hal.
Graves is the equivalent of sleep apnea. So all anybody else hears throughout the night is just the worst snoring.
I wonder if you
I
put
cast
some...
prestidigitation and put a put a nose plug on Graves.
The snoring has slowly calmed down a bit, although it still sounds like he's sawing logs within the deep forests of the elven country.
No, like one of those, that like opens up the breathing passages so you stop snoring.
Sleight of hand, please.
If you need
Another
help, I
sneak
will
attack.
gladly help with this.
You're asleep.
You're asleep.
You
Yeah,
were
you're
26.
asleep.
You're knocked out.
I don't know.
Shit.
Who's
That's
snoring
better.
that loud?
Okay, so Thistle, you actually make it worse. You put in plugs into his nose to like
What was the
increase it.
difficulty on that?
10.
You rolled a 7, Thistle. That's not
Like,
that's
there's
not
no
a success.
difficulty low enough.
You had to
Easy
get it.
difficulty's like a 5.
It's like
That's
10.
real low. Yeah.
You put in some nose plugs, and as you do, it actually constrains his breathing quite a bit, and he ends up coughing and hacking and snoring louder.
I immediately dispel them.
As you dispel them, they are gone, and the snoring is back to elven logs instead of the roaring sawmill of the dwarven country.
I just prestidigitate a bunch of earplugs on the rest of us.
The
So
coughing and
anyways,
snoring
what
has been
happens?
dampened to just that of tiny twigs breaking in the forest.
So
That's cool, because my next move was to throw my boot at him.
Misty attempts. So when Misty sees that his mouth is open, I need to roll an int save for Misty real quick.
Oh
A
no,
what
he's gonna
save?
go in there.
Int save for Misty to see what he would do. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Misty crawls over to Graves, and
This
he
is
like
not stupid.
no. I was just rolling to see what he would. And he crawls over to Graves, and he sees that his mouth is open. But he, as the thought occurred, maybe I should fill it with water. He doesn't do that because he's smarter than that. And he knows that would kill him and drown him. So instead, he just sits on his chest, on like his metal-plated chest, and Misty
This
is
such a
going
cat.
to question for you, Graves.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to self-fail a check?
Depends on the check.
Do it.
He's a
Do it.
competitive
Do it.
gamer,
Give me a
Yes.
reason.
He's a competitive
yes.
gamer. I don't think he's gonna give it to you.
Say yes.
Con save?
Fail it.
Ask for more information.
Yeah, I'd
Remember
like
the
a little
bone.
bit more information before I choose to fail a con save of all saves.
Fail it. It's see how bad can it be?
Ritual sleep?
The sleep apnea is still gonna act up.
No, this is like deep sleep. This would be like deep sleep.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll fail it. It's sleep.
He snaps his claws together and clicks them together and casts a little bit of a spell on you. It puts you into a deep sleep, where then you stop snoring altogether.
Oh, thank fuck.
He then kind of skittles back over to Thistle and like claps his claws as like if he did a good thing.
I pat Misty on the head and give him a kiss.
With that said,
So
as
yeah, what
the
happened with the giggling?
as the long rest passes and the blanket over you stops the giggling from being awoken in your head, you all wake up deeply well rested.
Dope. All right, I'm feeling much better. Let's set out now. I hope the snoring didn't get to anybody.
Yeah, you got quite a set of pipes on you there, bud.
Just
Oh,
a
I know,
bit.
right?
Awesome, still asleep.
You were very close to
Graves
having
is gonna kick him awake. Great. Graves is gonna just kick. I'm gonna kick him right on the ass. Not hard,
Yo!
just a love tap kick.
Left tap
a
kick.
love tap kick.
Yow!
Wake up, we're moving.
Are we under attack?
Wait.
Oh,
Before we go, did anybody hear giggling last night?
no.
Yes.
Hal,
No.
are you
Yes.
okay?
I take my cloak back and I say, but you did look like you were having some dreams.
I don't know. I think I heard my sister giggling in my head. I don't know. Who knows?
You may be experiencing some precognitive effects of your trial, my friend.
So trauma.
I'd imagine.
Try trauma. The side effects of it today.
I mean,
Its side effects may include anxiety, depression, PTSD.
I was only 15 when everything happened.
That trauma, emotional damage. Yep.
Why is Alex giving me Baymax vibes right now?
Well, he's not that fluffy, I'll tell you that much.
What was that?
Initiating hug time.
What was that, Cactus?
They're not that fluffy, I can tell you that much.
You don't know that.
He's fluffy. We've hugged him a couple times.
My mind did not hear what you did not hear what you actually just said, Balsam. Because my mind heard, yeah, he is. We fucked him a couple times.
Oh. Oh no.
In an alternate universe, maybe?
Oh, God,
No.
that's
Honestly, I
cool.
don't think Gray's gotten down with any of yet.
Oh my god.
I mean, he is a dragon, so
Oh.
Mm.
And there goes your monetization.
Wait.
this series is never going to be monetized.
Nope.
Oh, God, that's glorious.
Are we ready to get moving?
I
Yeah,
believe
why
so.
not?
As the tent disbands and you exit, you find yourselves within the dark, cold crypt. You see there are multiple paths ahead of you. Stop moving. And there is
Sorry, you
a
stepped on my
right,
foot.
left, and forward path. Forward down, you can see there is a small set of staircases that goes into some kind of chamber. Would you like to go left, right, or forward?
Left.
Left is always right.
Left is always right.
You
Thistle?
guys know he's like putting shit down there now because he knows we always go left.
Not yet.
I do not know what you mean. Voice in the sky?
I'm gonna move forward and check the left path.
Okay, I need you to give me a strength save.
By the
Strength
way,
save?
we can all talk to each other in our heads. I don't know if any of you guys have been doing that, but
What?
We haven't, but I can as well because I have Sonic. I have Sonic mine as a Topaz Dragonborn.
Okay.
Strength
I can tell
save
you-
or like an athletics check.
It's that ritual that Cece can use.
No, I
Yeah.
know. I was talking about this. Is it like a door or something?
No, it's
Or
a
is it like a
hallway,
trap?
but you need to make me a strength save.
Okay,
God, if I get blasted with him.
13.
13 versus its strength save. Okay, you pass. As all of a sudden, out from the top of a ceiling, a claw hand, what is it called? A crawling claw jumps out, attempts to grab around your neck, misses and hits your armor instead and falls to the ground.
I'm going
Firebolt.
to. Huh?
I firebolt the hand.
Squish it!
Yeah, I was just about to slice down on it with a Shattered Soul myself.
Okay, Balsam,
well,
you gonna
somebody do
firebolt it?
something.
Roll to hit, Balsam.
I think three things happen to it.
Okay, so you slice it in half, then burn it, and something else hits it and eviscerates it because it only had 2 HP.
Yeah.
No thing!
And there it
Oh,
went,
no.
back to the Addams Family archive.
Time for the next one.
I was thinking of that
I'm
one.
gonna keep my
Zelda
eye
enemy.
on the ceiling now and slowly walk down the hall.
Make me another strength save.
I'm keeping my eye on the ceiling. Do I get advantage?
It's not coming from the ceiling.
I have alert. Can I yell out when something's about
30,
to happen?
20.
You pass, as the next one, coming from underneath some rocks that have been piled up, springs at you and attempts to grab your arm and misses and hits your sword instead, slicing itself in two.
Does that count as a hit from Shattered Soul?
No. Yes, Balsam has alert now. Now that you are behind him fully, you can indeed alert him to shit if you see it.
All right. Going to keep my head on a fucking swivel.
I
Yeah,
think we
passive
should.
perception checks gonna help here.
Oh, perception checks would definitely help here if anybody wants to roll one.
Yes,
Oh,
I
I
will
want
happily
to.
roll
Oh,
one.
sure, yeah.
Passive or
I need a
6.
active
I
roll.
don't see anything.
regular?
Just a
Dirty
regular
20.
roll.
Man,
Also
I rolled
What is this? My
low.
shit rolls 3.
Oh fuck.
I got
the
a
spirit.
yeah, I got a dirty 20, and I rolled low. I rolled a 6.
But my passive's
10.
11.
My passive is 24.
So first up, Graves, you don't see
My
anything
passive is 20.
that's already right in front of you. Balsam.
Mhm.
So Balsam, you have alert on, meaning you can already see some stuff, but you are alerted to seeing something over here, as there appears to be some mysterious stones over there. Next, Hal, again, you can see there is a cloud of mysterious stones here. Thistle, you are too distracted by Misty's cuteness to do anything.
Thistle's fucking clueless.
Misty's in front of you, and you know, Misty, that cute sweater you knitted, it's doing perfect here. It's keeping them all nice and like cold
I'm
and
just
Vibing.
feeling Misty's extremities to make sure that she's not too cold.
and
Okay,
then
what about Misty's passive perception
Misty's past perception. I'll roll
or
Misty's
perception check?
3.
Misty, let me know what's up.
Misty got a 3.
Misty and I are
Oh.
both clueless.
They're-
We're just
you're
happy to
both
be
just
out of the library.
Yeah, you're both just vibing.
We're just like, fresh air. Or air.
Aurora, you right here can see there's something right over here.
Ooh, hold on.
So I'll mark them for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know
And
there's
do I
something
see
over
anything further with the glasses or no?
Here. You can tell there is some magical things in the area, so I'll mark the magical stuff. Something magical here, 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 and here.
Graves, there's some magic stuff going on up ahead.
Yep, we're about to check it out. Don't worry.
Graves, as you approach
Um,
closer,
Come
you
on, well,
see
real quick. Before I approach, I'm gonna cast detect magic.
a magic gargoyle in front of you, made of ice.
Oh my god.
It's the gargoyle. Probably going to try to attack us.
It's a magical
Try talking to
gargoyle
it.
made of stone and ice that is in front of you. It's rather large for what it would normally look like a gargoyle, but it is frozen completely solid.
Let me try speaking to it.
What?
We need my divine sense.
Hello!
No, I'm not.
I can melt it.
No. Any reaction?
Doesn't react
The
to you.
blossoms. Maybe it's a little shy. Approach, Graves.
Gonna get just a little bit closer.
Nothing happens.
Hello!
Still nothing happens.
Matt,
Is this blocking
mage
the
hand.
entire room?
Yes, it is blocking the doorway.
Yeah, we want to get past into here.
Like a
Does
statue,
it look
doesn't
like it's
move.
solid ice or like something that's frozen?
It looks like it's solid ice mixed with concrete and mixed with crete and stone.
Does it look like we absolutely have to get past this?
Well, and if you want into the room, yeah.
Can I
Left
see
this-
what might
left
be on
this
the other
always
side of
right.
it?
Okay, 2 people talked at once. Who?
Can I
go
see what
first.
might be on the other side of it?
It's not very clear ice. I said, like I said, it's mixed with crete. So, perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, not bad. 14.
So as you look past it, you see there is some kind of stone coffin behind it, as well as on that stone coffin there is some magic lettering written on it. That's about it.
could I potentially read the magic lettering, or
No, not through the gargoyle. You can tell it's magic because of detect magic, but you can't actually see what it's read. It's like reading through like
understood?
very cloudy glass and like rock and gravel.
All right. Can I attempt to move the gargoyle?
Oh, most certainly.
I believe Aurora said that she could melt it.
Let's
I
try
can-
not melting
I
it
can
though, so it
try.
doesn't look like it's made completely of ice.
Are you afraid of fire, my friend?
I'll try to grapple it and move it.
Okay, it's quite heavy, so I would like
Dawson's
I
gonna
would like
take
an
a couple
athletics
paces
check.
back.
I'm gonna go ahead and not waste any time with it. I'm gonna go ahead and activate my fortress armor, so I'll grow to large size and get a +5 to my strength checks.
As you grow to large size, your head hits the ceiling and your shoulders have bound against the walls.
Time to get this thing out the way.
You're gonna be scraping yourself getting through this place.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll deactivate it as soon as I get this out of the way.
Oh man,
So
Graves is gonna have
+5
to
to this.
crawl
It's gonna be a
everywhere.
27.
You manage to pass, and you are able to grapple and move it to the side.
Very nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze through. Oh,
As you squeeze through, you kind of break the doorway as you're like, kind of like a giant in a glass house.
yep. Damn.
At this point, Boss
Oh, I
has
hate
jumped
to
on
waste
Graves'
a
tail
fucking
again.
use-
Thistle reaches up and pats him on the knee and says, "Well done."
Thanks. I hate to have wasted a fucking use of this, but and I'm gonna go ahead and deactivate the armor.
You shrink back down to normal size.
You could
Cannot
have crawled
afford to-
around.
Cannot afford to use that again today. Now I'm gonna turn around and read this text.
Okay. It is not written. It's written in a language that you may not understand.
I read common, draconic, and giant.
Aquan.
I do not read
Oh.
Aquan.
Wait, would I be able to, it being primordial being the base of Aquan? Because it's those are technically
It's based
dialects
off-
of primordial.
Yeah.
You could. There might be some rougher translation though.
Right, but it'd be
Potentially.
somewhat close enough.
I would need
Yeah.
you to make me an insight, see if you can make a full or half translation.
Sure.
What's the language? Sorry, I missed it.
Aquan.
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 It's an elemental language of water elementals.
Well,
figured.
Aquan is water and Arin is ice. Ice water.
Ice water.
Shoot.
So, and you said insight?
Yes, an insight check.
Okie doke.
Higher the check,
I kid
better
you not.
translation.
I can
26.
What'd you say, Aurora?
I can see Hal practicing Aquan with Tarkus.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry, that popped into my head. I had to.
that's fine.
No.
It's cute. So you're able to make a full translation of it, and 1 minute. Let me get it for you.
being a Genasi.
What if it's just a recipe for a sandwich?
I mean, I'd still take it.
Here's what it says.
Hey! Clap balsam on his back. Then you got a new one for your recipe book.
The bird of Hermes is
You are
my
correct.
name, eating my wings to make me tame. To keep me tame.
Eat the wings?
To eat my wings to keep me tame.
Ew.
Huh. I'm gonna look
Wings?
over at the gargoyle and like look at its wings.
Oh,
No.
If
Well, at least we
anybody's
didn't melt it.
if anybody's literary in here, it is from a poem.
That sounds like it might be from the Iliad or the Odyssey.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Like,
Uh, So can I make some kind of roll to like
Yeah.
look at its wings or something, or
Can I make some kind of roll to try to interpret the thing, the riddle?
So that'd actually be a history check, please.
18.
You recall from your time within the church dealing with heresy and such that this is a quote from the Rifley Scroll, which referred to through the practice of alchemists and alchemy.
Yep. The Ripley scroll. Motherfucker. Fucking full. It's. Oh, the Ripley scroll is the recipe for the Philosopher's Stone, isn't it?
The Rifley Scroll was more so, historically speaking, in the 15th century, the Rifley Scroll was more akin to like using alchemical practice and teachings through poems and codex.
Gotcha. Okay.
Within this concept here, it's mostly just around the concept of teaching alchemy and such, but to recount the poem, you know what it's from. If you want to recount the poem, another history check would be needed.
This is not a classic poem.
Yes, it is actually.
Nope. I can't recount the full poem. I only got an 8 on that, but I remember the line.
It is actually from the Rifley Scroll. It is an ancient poem, yes.
The Rifley? Or the Ripley?
The Ripley Scroll. The Ripley Scroll.
That takes me back.
So what was your check on the full read?
8.
Balsam, do you want to make one?
What roll am I making?
History.
For a full dialect of the scroll. You get so with advantage because of your history, but that passes.
Oh, I know exactly what happened here.
Here's the scroll's entirety.
Yeah, about to say, can I
poem
remember
entirely.
it's from the Red Stone?
The bird of Hermes is my name. Eat my wings to keep me tame. From the bodies of blood is shed, as soon the ghouls become undead. The bird of Hermes comes soon, not the morning or evening or afternoon. The bird of Hermes feeds on fright. Soon blood shall stain the night. The bird of Hermes will devour his enemies of midnight hour. The bird of Hermes is my name, to eat my wings to keep me tame. The night shall soon be stained with red, and your enemy and army may bleeding and dead. Your body shall rise soon to join the bird's platoon. You shall learn to live the night, your ghouls are made to fight. The stench of blood and ever sour, the bird's enemies shall cower. The birds of Hermes is my name, to eat my wings to keep me tame.
Mm.
That is your riddle poem.
What is that in this world? Where does that riddle originate?
That riddle in this world of D&D would originate from the alchemy tomes, just as it did in our world, but it is reference to something in alchemy that I won't tell you the secret of unless you get the riddle.
But I
It
wanted
has to do with the
to
Philosopher's Stone in our world.
I wanted to roll something or other to look at the gargoyle's wings.
You look at the gargoyle's wings, and the wings look chiseled out of ice and gravel. What specifically are you looking for on there?
Like like how like the poem says to eat the wings. So I just like want to inspect, I guess, like one, how the heck would that happen, and two, is there any kind of other symbols or anything or etching in the wings?
Repeat your question to me.
Any clues on the wings?
Okay.
Yeah, is there any like writing, etching, like on the wings themselves, like
The
on the back of them,
wings
on the sides?
themselves contain the. You notice on the wings they contain the etchings of Hermes, as well as the abdomen contains the etching of Vecna.
I'm gonna notice what Hal's doing and walk over to check it out too.
Whoa.
Can I make some kind of roll for it to know? I don't know. So,
I'm gonna breathe on the wings in one specific place to warm it up slightly and give it a lick.
Okay. As you warm it up and you lick the frozen wing, it become more malleable, looking as it heats up and cracks and softens as it becomes more like flesh.
Looks like we might be able to wake this up.
You want me to eat it?
Want to?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm just
Would you
experimenting.
like me to eat it?
Yeah,
As
I'm not
soon-
too keen on licking the frozen gargoyle.
So as soon as you heat it up slightly, and your breath heated
It's like
up,
a small breath.
Yeah.
Like to fog a window.
it heats it up slightly, and you notice that the full wing moves a little bit within the ice, but then as the heat calms down from it, it then re-solidifies once again to its original pattern.
Yeah, this is wakeable, guys.
So
We
let's
just
not
need to
go.
have enough heat.
Yeah, so thank goodness it's cold in here.
Should I eat it?
I mean, I did make you another one of those potions, bud.
What potions?
Nobody is
Anything
denying
potion.
it.
I mean, balsam, I don't recall a time when telling you not to eat something has ever been effective. So,
Oh.
Hey, you stopped me from eating that delicious steak in that room.
Yeah, because it kept
How would
poisoning
you
your
know if it's
blood.
delicious if you didn't eat it?
No, I ate it. I ate it several
Exactly.
times.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, you guys missed it. He ate a bunch of poisonous stuff. It was great.
That
There were
sounds
some
like
goat
Balsam.
people.
I ate a couple chairs.
That he ate a table.
They were
I mean,
quite
hey.
good.
You have a
I
goat
mean,
drink for a bit.
no, they were goat people.
Look, I know
That-
you're the goat, but you're not a goat.
Oh,
I turn to Misty and say, whatever you do, don't eat it.
it was an interesting day. That's all
What
I
are you
gotta
trying
say.
to do, Graves?
Toss Misty some jerky.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching the chaos
The poem is
and waiting
composed,
for them
so
to be ready to move on.
you toss Misty some jerky, and Misty begins to nibble on the salmon jerky.
Oh, speaking of that, how's Tarkus dealing with all this cold?
Tarkus is fine. This is his natural habitat.
Oh my god, you got Tarkus back!
Mm-hmm.
Does Tarkus want some food?
Oh, thank
Tarkus
God.
sniffs the salmon and pops out of the bag and looks at you with wide eyes.
I do believe that when I wished for this pouch, it would give me whatever our familiars need. So whatever Tarkus likes, Tarkus can have.
You pull out some salmon. The jerky's
You got
too
salmon?
salty for him to eat, but you do pull out a fillet of salmon for him to have.
A
Here you
fillet
go,
of
baby.
salmon.
He takes
And I
it,
toss one
and
to Balsam as well. You're my familiar now.
as that happens, you see as your dear old panther cat comes out of your jewel and catches the salmon instead.
I toss a ball of shadow to, damn it, I'm forgetting your panther's name.
Ivan, wasn't it Ivan?
Ivan.
Yes.
Ivan catches
it
the
was
ball of
Ivan.
shadow and begins to nom and holds the salmon underneath his body to punish Balsam.
I
Oh
just
my
take,
god, my friend. I didn't realize you could come out.
I palm a piece of salmon and just, like, slightly pass it to Balsam.
And I sleight of hand it.
Sure.
I don't want Ivan to see.
Roll sleight of hand.
Nice. Big T.
You managed to slice the hand away of salmon from your pet that you neglect.
No, she gave me another piece. I didn't take his.
Then you
Yeah,
sleight of hand it from Thistle.
I palmed him another thing to not show Ivan.
All the
And
pets are
Dalton's
happy.
gonna throw Ivan over his shoulder.
Ivan slashes you across the face and goes back into his orb.
Oh,
You take 6 damage.
Balsam, what did you do to Ivan?
Oh, you really pissed him off, buddy.
You only
You
ignored him
gotta
for...
take better care of
Well-
your pets.
To be honest, I did not realize I could summon him while in this place. That is probably why he is upset.
I'm just holding Tarkus while he's munching on his salmon.
Fair.
So does anybody want to try to solve this riddle?
One.
What was the
Our
question?
one solution is that I eat the wing.
Yeah.
The poem that you saw is written on the coffin, and you notice that on the wings of this gargoyle is the symbol of Hermes, and the Vecna symbol is on his torso. When you give it heat, the statue is able to move almost as if it's like flesh, and then re-solidifies when the heat is gone.
This is a constant supply of heat. Like, no, legitimately, we need, like, yeah, I think it has to move into a certain position, and in order for it to move into a certain position, it needs a constant amount of heat to let it stay.
Heat but not damage.
What does the mark of
What'd you-
Vecna mean?
What did you say, Thistle?
Heat but not damage, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So we need something like create or destroy fire, or not, or create fire, create bonfire.
As for your, what did you ask, Hal?
About the mark of Vecna.
Well, the mark of Vecna is the god of death. Death in decay, consumption of the dead and their souls.
So maybe we have to somehow join the mark that's on the wings of Hermes to the mark of Vecna.
And in order for that to happen, we need to give it a constant heat source in order to allow it to maneuver.
I have produced flame.
That
Perfect.
would be quite helpful.
All my heat will hurt it.
Yeah. Oh, right. So Aurora's gonna walk up to it and hold, like, do a basic produce flame in her hand and hold it to its wings to melt the
As you hold it to its
ice.
wings,
That's at will. So
the left wing, as you hold it to the left wing, it begins to move and become more like flesh rather than stone and ice. As it begins to crickle and crack as it has been aged there for a long time, you see its wing kind of extend a bit and then wrap in towards itself. And it kind of gets to a certain point before stopping, as if it's wrapped its wing inwards, kind of almost level over its mouth and beak.
and then I'm gonna do the same to the other wing.
And again, it does almost the same thing over leveled to its mouth before solidifying shut.
I think he has to eat his own wings. Because then it'll, be in his stomach and get consumed by.
So you need to light the Vecna. You need to heat the torso too.
Ew.
Maybe.
And that's the next spot.
As you heat the head and the torso with control flame, sparking up a bit, you notice that its body begins to move and congeal almost like flesh and water incarnate as it opens its mouth, tearing the right wing from the socket, flaying it down the right side, as it begins to bleed
I
profusely,
love you.
blue blood all over the floor, and begins to chomp and eat down its wing, absorbing it into its body. Do you still keep eating it?
Mm,
I'm gonna press to digitate the blood away.
please and thank you.
Can't have us getting sticky.
You then, as you continue to heat it, rips the other socket off and continues to munch down. And upon doing so, you see it begin to change slightly. Its body getting a little bit bigger and bulkier. And then you see as its power from its eyes begin to vanish as it continues to bleed out. And as it does so, the blood does not pool where it should be. It goes between the cracks all the way over before going into the coffin, as if the coffin is almost drinking and consuming, sucking it down like a gutter. As it
I'm
then
gonna get my
sways,
sword ready.
as it then sways up into the coffin, you then notice, as soon as all of this happens, that the room is illuminated by a moonlight of some sort, as the body completely whisks away, turning to fizzling dust as if it's been completely destroyed. All the blood dried in and stained into the ground, blue as can be, as bright teal. The coffin then pops up as air is released from its cracks as it opens, but does not move. Like popping a pickle jar.
I want to open it.
Can I was about to say, before you do that, I wanted to try and like sense of what kind of air is coming out from it.
That's
Yeah, I kind of
smart.
wanted to get an insight sense from it as well.
Insight
That's-
check.
That's smart, and I'm impulsive. I should not be in here any longer.
19 on my insight.
30.
So, okay, let me look at the insights. So, first off, starting at the top with Thistle. Thistle, you notice that the air that comes out is a dusty, old, musty air that's been almost canned and sealed inside there for a long number of years. It's not toxic, it just smells old and rustic. Almost like, you know when like books, and they have that old book smell, and it smells good, but then it has like the bad old book smell when it's been sitting there for too long in like a musty environment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bad old book smell just kind of lifts and wafts into the air.
This has been
Graves,
sealed for a long time.
Graves and Balsam, you kind of, just Graves and Balsam, you just kind of feel the after effects of that. Not so strong. Smells like an old book, and it's just very old.
I'm more wanting to get a feel for what might be coming up out of the coffin.
Oh, it hasn't opened. It just popped the lid up a little bit.
It smells like books.
I will unsheath the heavy soul and use the tip of it.
Wait.
Okay.
Because I wanted to
Awesome.
do the voodoo of the AR sense I've been able to do sometimes with
Voodoo,
trying to
voodoo?
see inside the coffin using the air currents.
Balsam is gonna climb over Graves and go to the other side of him.
This is a crumbed space for all of us.
Aurora's just gonna go back into the hall because otherwise she's going to impulsively open the coffin before everybody is ready.
Hey, where are you going, Green?
So, am I able to do that, Cactus, or no?
Do what?
He is green.
Connect with like the air currents in my body and the air currents air that is coming out of the coffin to be able to see and sense what is inside.
Is you try to bring your air to go inside of the coffin. You sense around it, and you feel a pull begin to happen as your magical air is getting whiffed inside and engulfed. A strong current pulling you into it almost.
Oh.
as you feel a bit of draining happening on you.
Oh no.
You lose 4 HP as it drained a little bit of your life away. Consuming.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
You may.
Guys, there is something very wrong in consuming in this coffin. It tried to draw me into it.
I can dispel magic.
So
I can send a couple of firebolts in there.
So Thistle, you wanted to use a detect magic, right?
Detect. Yeah.
You use detect magic in. You see that nothing is inside the coffin but a goblet.
I convey that to everyone.
Does detect
But a
magic let
goblet?
you know the item of, like, the name of the item, or no?
Let me look.
No, she'll learn the school.
It basically just lets me see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic, and I learned the school.
Okay, so then you'd know what the name is.
Oh.
No, she would know the school.
Sure,
Oh.
I would totally know what the name is.
Oh, sorry.
Give it to her now.
Okay, well, I guess you don't know what the name is. So, a
Damn
goblet
it.
of...
What school of magic is it? You could just tell me the name, as if you don't know.
I gotta look it up real quick.
It smells necromantic, honestly.
Goblet, 12 o'clock.
Cool.
Tried
I've
to
had enough
suck me in.
Transmutation.
I am definitely not fucking touching it.
Yeah, it tried to drained some of my life force, so
totally
I
gonna
don't
touch
know.
I can dispel magic.
Are you opening it up?
I
Yeah,
can shoot spells at it.
I'll push it open.
I will use the flat tip of my blade to try to open it up.
I'm gonna push
So,
The
back.
heavy
and
soul.
help him.
okay.
Gonna back up a little bit.
Awesome is in line with Graves and the chest, so in case explosion happens, it'll hit Graves.
You push open. You push open the coffin, Thistle, and as you do so, you see
And
that
Graves.
is in the wall, my friend. As you see, you see a goblet, a wooden goblet infused with silver. It looks like any normal tavern goblet. It just has a bit of silver iconography on it, of like leaves and such. But you definitely sense a lot of magical power coming from it. Not evil, per se. Not good either. Just neutral. And
Everyone, we found the Holy Grail.
it just sits there. It does not seek to attack
The Holy
you.
Grail. The Holy Grail implies divinity, which implies good.
What will you do?
Make sure there's not more than one cup.
Can I sense or see anything with the glasses or no? And if from where I'm at, does it try to suck me in again?
Okay, what are you asking?
If I can see anything with like my glasses and or with me getting slightly closer, does it try to suck me in again?
Again, your glasses only tell you as much as Thistle already knows. And it doesn't try to suck any wind from you. Just, it sits there as a goblet. Old and dusty. Made in a forgotten time era when magic was more compressed.
What would would it be worth it to do an insight check on it?
Sure.
25.
Your insight tells you that, well, many of
Y'all
the
have missed
magical...
my insight checks, admit it. Couldn't get enough of how annoying I am with them.
Yeah, we didn't even do them.
Your insight gains you a bit more knowledge, as from the god of knowledge in which you once heralded from, with your abilities of insight and knowledge to be gained, And your many attunements over the many different goblets and magical items you saw within the castle and temple combined, this one strikes you as, while it is neutral, it's not completely neutral. It contains some dark secrets within it, some that feel more elder within magic than nature. Things of the night, things of old, things of brimstone and blood. You get the sense that its transformation of transmutation is not one that is taken lightly. It's something that changes whoever drinks from it into what you may not know right now, but it is something that does have a price to pay for maybe the attunement of something better or worse.
My tiefling blood is gonna be kind of tingling at all that information. I'm gonna pick it up.
As you pick it up, nothing happens. You pick up the goblet and you feel nothing. It feels like a normal tavern goblet. The only thing you can see is that the pit of the goblet, the burrowing inside, seems rather darkened, like there used to be some kind of liquid in here that is no more.
I'm gonna turn around to everybody and hold it up and just kind of shrug.
But you do have a compulsion to fill it with something. Any liquid. To take a sip.
I tell that to my friends.
Probably shouldn't act on that compulsion until we have it checked out.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't think it's bad.
Nothing in this castle has been good as of yet.
Except Tarkus and Misty.
Yeah,
And
I
me.
disagree. Didn't we find Aurora in here?
That too.
As I said, nothing in this castle has been good as of yet.
How dare
I roll my eyes and say, well, I can wait until we find a water fountain, I guess.
Can wait until we have the chance to properly identify it.
You said
I can be the
that...
test dummy.
Hold on, you're a
Oh,
tiefling.
I have identify. I cast identify.
There you go, that would do it. You identify...
Sorry, I'm looking through my spell list.
Good. You identify this as the Goblet of Dark Malice. It is a
Ooh.
chalice that when drank by somebody, it attunes to their karma, inflicting whether they are good or bad. And with either choice, depending on their karmatic values and what they believe themselves to be, if they believe themselves to be truly amazing in nature, but their karmatic balance is bad, and they are in vex of themselves, it will do something horrendous and transform them to something that would go against the very ties of nature. But if you are claiming you are good and have good karma and are well off, to not be so pompous, it may bless you. Things, the creatures it's been known to produce of ones who seek out malice and continue to be too high and mighty of themselves have been turned into creatures such as vampires, werewolves, creatures of night, bonekin, and pain devils. Stuff that leaves them with an unhealthy curse that would simply seek to whittle away at their soul until they become a monster. Whereas people blessed by it have been transformed into divine beings, peoples of divine bodies and souls, not celestials so much, just more balanced creatures.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, I assume Thistle would relay that information to everybody.
No, I was just gonna say I'm not relaying this to everybody yet.
Oh, okay.
What
Never
were you
mind
gonna
my
say?
question.
What were you gonna say though, Alex?
Because like the question that Graves would have on his mind at that point would be, what if somebody, believes they're bad and they have bad karma, even if they want to be good.
Yeah.
It's about your conviction based upon what you have, and if you're honest with yourself on that conviction. If you know you're bad and you have really shit karma, then you would have true conviction.
Okay.
pause for a second? Not
Yes.
the recording, just the
Yeah.
out of character. Will you guys allow me a little bit of like character like stuff for myself right here? I don't want to take away from what y'all are doing and just be like, "Hey, I just got back. Let me like make it all about me."
No.
No, you're
you're
fine.
good.
We
You're
we've all
good.
had our shit. Trust me. I had a
Yeah.
whole like back and forth with a robotic temple king
Yeah.
that was
I'm
like
just
just Graves and him for like 15 minutes. Go ahead.
And
I'm just
all had a
I'm
cry
just checking
session last
because
time.
I want to be respectful. Um, okay, so back in character. Thistle's keeping all of this to themselves for now, but they're thinking back to the scales and how they didn't go on, and then they missed their chance because they broke before they could go back and sit on the scales when no one else was around. And the room that they were just in, where they flat out did not want to come into any face to face with anything, that would in like their own psyche. And I'm thinking to myself, this castle keeps throwing shit at me, tests of character. Um, and I'm not going to tell everybody what I learned about the cup until after I've drank from it. So I'm going to look to Misty and hold out the cup and say, "Hey, Misty, Misty can make water, right?
Yeah, he can make water.
Misty, can you help me out here?"
Misty just kind of taps his claw on the goblet, and it fills with water from the bottom.
Graves is just gonna sit back, see how this plays out.
Aurora just whispers,
And I'm just going to look up at everybody and say, "I don't know if this is a good idea, but
"Do it!"
hey, life's
Hey,
for the
whatever
living,
you
right?"
want to do, I'm gonna try it for you. So
And I'm going to toast everybody. And remembering back Cactus to an out of character um, discussion we had about Thistle's nature and what they believe about themselves if
Mhm.
they were to sit on the scales. That's what I'm thinking of as I take a sip.
As you take a sip, you feel as if you are, for a brief moment of time, as if time is frozen still. This all takes place within a matter of a second, but time is frozen still, and it feels as if things have been stretched to hours at a time in the space. And you feel this goblet begin to grow heavy in your hand. As you feel the whirling water from it begins to spread out, as you see the actions, the decisions you've made, everything going forth. You see your view about yourself. You feel your view about yourself. And ultimately displayed in front of you, everything displayed in front of you, of pictures, dynamics, everything, every individual decision and conversation, you have been judged as good. You have been judged as well for yourself. And your conviction of saying that you are not, feeling that you are not, inverses with it. And then the goblet asks you, what do you see as divine? What is divine to you?
I'm so sorry, my daughter just came in. What, Josie?
That
Okay,
was
hug.
adorable.
I love you, baby. Mwah. Good night. Sorry, what do I see as divine?
It asks to you, what does divine mean to you? What is divine through you? What do you want to be as divine?
I'm confused by the wording of what do I want to be as divine. So I'm just sitting in confusion. And confusion at like what's been revealed to me because I don't really want to accept it.
And the question is, what is divinity to you? What does divine mean to Thistle?
I'm gonna look at down at my hands and then around at my friends who they're frozen because
Yes, frozen in time. Everything is still. All of this happens within a matter of second real time, but for you it is brought still.
of all the gods I've known, nothing's been more real to me than finding a place with other misfits here. So I guess that would be as close to divinity as I've ever come. Is my answer.
As you answer, being surrounded by and accepted within a group of misfits, all coming from different angles of life, as you see divine, what do you seek from that being divine?
What do I seek?
If that is divinity, and that is what you see divine and divinity being, what do you seek from that divinity?
From it, I guess I would seek peace for all of them.
What of peace of yourself?
Not thinking about that.
Okay. As this occurs, and you drink from that goblet, a wellspring of power surrounds you, and it asks you, are you happy with what you have been given on the adventure thus far? Are you happy for who you are being divine within this place?
Divine. I'm just Thistle. I'm happy as I am.
And as that is stated, the just Thistle rings out in your head. You see all of the accolades and achievements in front of you. Your passive class being brought to you, your items that you've gained, your perks that you've gained along the way, every individual thing. You are given a choice. Do you wish to hang on to these things? Or do you wish to let them go?
Well, what kind of a choice is that? Start over from scratch?
It's just giving you the option of everything that has been infused to you at this point, or has become a part of you. What is just Thistle? Is it just Thistle without all this? Is that just Thistle? Or is just Thistle as it is now, with everything added?
No, we are the sum of our experiences. We wouldn't be who we are without the memories that we carry and the experiences that we've had, and without those, we are not who we are. So, and I think back to Ludwig and making friends with him, and I know I wouldn't trade that.
As that is said, that is just what Thistle is. You are brought back to reality within the second frame of this all happening, drinking from the goblet, of everything occurring with Jinjin, just a split second of time. And you hear the words echo. You are divine. Live as just Thistle. That is
Well,
it.
that was weird. I look at everybody and say, so remember those scales that you had to get on?
Was Grace part of the party at that point? Or was that Prango?
No, that was Prango, I think.
That was Prango.
That was Prango. That was when I got my first spirit that I still haven't actually used.
Through our telekinetic bond. I'm just gonna shoot
remember-
Graves
I remember
information.
reading reports about it.
I'm gonna shoot Graves information, like, like a sensory, like, visual memory of what it was. This is kind of like that. And I hold up the cup and hold it out in my hand to everybody.
Graves will immediately grab it.
Remember
dear.
not truly being
Be
able
careful.
to be judged on that due to
If
Luthor.
your idea of yourself doesn't match up with your whatever this thing judges is your true self, I can't vouch for what might happen. But I hand it over.
Graves will look at everybody.
So now
Somebody
everybody
fill me
knows
up.
what it does.
Mhm.
Sorry, Graves.
Somebody fill me up.
Misty's gonna toddle over and help you out.
Misty pours in some water for you. What were you
Thank
saying
you.
Thumbs
before,
up
Thistle?
over Thistle's head.
I give him some
Oh.
scratches. Oh, I was just saying now everybody knows, I would have shared what Cactus said about everything about the goblet in case I left everything out of my explanation.
That's when I would have asked the question earlier about the, if you think you're bad and you have bad karma. What if you think you're bad but you have good karma? Is that that's the situation Cece just had, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
At
All right.
best, Thistle would have considered themselves neutral.
All right.
They are just Thistle.
Down the hatch.
Bad, good, neutral, just Thistle. As you take a
Watching
sip,
Graves intently.
as you take a sip again, for a moment of time, second splits and freezes. Time feels as if it never existed for you. In this moment, things are stretched before you, and instead of water, there's fire. A flame that sparks in front of you, barren, as a candle sticks up above the rest, this flame flickering and getting brighter and taller and larger. It continues to grow and grow, beating like a heartbeat, growing bigger and bigger, until you are surrounded by flames incarnate around you, completely engulfed. You don't feel heat. You don't feel the heat coming off the flames, but you feel your body getting warmer from the inside.
The things that are on Graves' mind at the immediate point of drinking. His original intentions when he joined the group of simply gaining knowledge on who of them is worthy to stay in the guild and who of them should be put down. His false sense of order that he lived with for so long, the disappointment that he put in Lathander, only to be brought back by Nyoka, and his anxiety and worry about disappointing her as well. But at the same time, he thinks of the four of you, and he thinks of how even through everything that he has said, Balsam still jokes along with him every day, and how Aurora was the first person to come and speak to him after he was gifted the blessing of Nyoka. He thinks about all the good that he has earned, but all the bad that he has done in pursuit of it.
As this ruminates inside you, you're carried throughout your adventure. From the beginning of the time that you joined the party, up until now, the events that took place of you being hired as a puppet, a dog of the military, rather, lizard of the military in this case. A lizard of the military, seeing who needs to be called, who needs to be cut, who needs to be cut from this party to make the mission critical, slowly learning that your judgment is more of a hypocrite. Slowly learning that your judgment on them is more of a hypocrite as yourself, as you found more and more, the more you tried to meddle, the worse things got. The more you tried to enforce, the more trouble spawned from that enforcement. The more that you tried to vent out the same thing that you were being controlled by as a puppetery lizard, the more you found that order does not exude control over chaos. Order sits by chaos. If you try to control it, you end up creating more of it. And if you try to undermine it, it squashes you under its heel. And as that grows, you find more and more that your view of yourself was pushed against. And ultimately, as things became further and further, you came to an understanding that the hypocrisy that you ended up creating was more of just your own. It was just you. Had nothing to do with the order you seek to gain. It was just your own order of control. Wasn't godly order, wasn't military order, was just your own order. And as things continue forward, you see for what you are. A hypocrite of control. Well, yes, each good thing that you've done has weighed upon the scales of each bad thing you've done. At its crux, it was gaining control while not saying that you wanted it. Vying it as complete order, or a good thing for the people to be given to, or to be the upper limit of absolute order, to be the upper limit of everything put forth, that this was the way forward, by willing or force.
Everything Grace has ever done has been for reasons that he is justified to be good. But in all reality, everything he's ever done has been for reasons that to anybody on the outside would be bad.
There's a duality here. At first you were selfish, then tried becoming selfless, but that selflessness was still out of selfishness. You tried to be selfless because you thought maybe then I could gain better quarter with them. Maybe then I could be better with them. Maybe then I could do X, Y, and Z. But was it out of help? True help? No, it wasn't.
Maybe then they would trust me.
It was out
They
of...
trusted me, I could get better information.
It was out of
If
self.
I could get...
Self-want. As the goblet begins to twist and turn, the flames dim out and snuff completely. You were let go by a god, because ultimately you were no longer useful for self-interest and gain. By juxtaposed, you then found a new god that limits you to growing and trying to be selfless, but in turn, that goes against what you've been trying to do. As it shows you everything, and everything forward to now, it asks you, what is selflessness? What is selflessness to you? What does that role take for you?
Selflessness is empathy. Selflessness is sympathy. Selflessness is putting your needs last behind everyone's.
It shows you then what your view of selflessness has done. It shows you that through the era of you being Greys beforehand, you tried to be a selfless wall, to always held up the front line. But instead of asking if they needed a front line, you tried to become the front line, forcing that will upon them. You tried to become the bastion of hope and order that you seek to be, but through domination. It did not function. It did not work. The goblet shows you that at its core, what you viewed for yourself was you were being good. You recognize that you were being bad, and that what your actions held were not the best at the time, nor the best now. Your strives forward are changing, but you still look at being selfless as throwing away your own grievances to be what you need to be, yet you try to force what you want that to be upon others, being selfish. In doing so, the core is you're selfish, not selfless. The goblet then twists and turns around you. Due to the selfishness that twists and turns, you feel your claws getting larger, more potent, more powerful. You feel the fire inside you of necrosis building. You have become a dragon newt instead of a dragonborn. You have more power, more selfish power. You can breathe further fire. You can breathe more breath. You can be even more bolstered than before. You have more power at your disposal to be even more selfish with. And the goblet simply says to you, if you wish to go down the path you wish to have, then you will reject this power and instead give it in use of others. But the temptation of this power is always going to remain. And you come back, and as you come back, instead of a dragonborn, you are a dragon newt. Your horns had started to appear on your head. You have a more exiled jaw. You know what a dragon newt looks like, right? I don't need to explain this to you.
I actually don't.
Okay.
But if
Let me-
you can just send a pic.
I will give you a picture.
Thank you. That would be helpful.
Yeah, Graves.
Oh, that's a lot of different things when you look that up. It's like a robot dragon here for some reason.
No.
Graves will look down at his claws.
I couldn't
this point, his
find...
At this point, his talons.
Sorry, I'm getting it. 1 minute.
No, you're fine.
Take your time.
And the only thought that goes through his head is, I don't know that I want this. Actually, no. Actually, he says that out loud. I don't know that I want this. I don't want to be selfish anymore. I haven't for a minute.
It's really hard to not be selfish and think for yourself.
We can't hear any of this, though.
No, he's saying it out loud.
I said this out loud.
Yeah.
Oh.
Time is
My
unfrozen.
experience,
You're back
people
to
who are most
reality.
selfish don't think they are.
What was that? What did Thistle say?
I said, in my experience, people who are the most selfish never think they are. The fact that you're aware speaks highly of you.
It's hard to be willing to give everything of yourself in place of for someone.
Yes, one is not naturally selfless.
No, you have to work at it. You have to try it. You have to be it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to
It's
learn
not
it.
gonna happen overnight.
Unless you're brainwashed into it anyway.
And I believe you have never been completely selfish. I have
Cactus.
noticed that you've been quick to
Yeah.
protect others.
That's. Whilst you have a valid point, Balsam, it was shown to me a different way. Cactus, in Graves' heart and like deep in his soul, he is having the thought, I reject this power.
That's good that you reject it, but it still stays nonetheless. That is
I know.
the
I
effect
know.
of the goblet. And as you have that discourse inside you, you also hear a faint flicker that says, "You may not want me now, but I will grow so you will want me again. You will call on me eventually. You will need me in time. You will see this as futile." Just whispers.
And back of my head, just the thought out there in the ether of, and when I do, if I do, it won't be to protect myself. It'll be to protect someone that I love, someone that I care about. It won't be for selfish reasons. Graves is gonna hand the cup off to whoever desires it next, or he's gonna put it back on the coffin and he's gonna walk out of the room.
Hal holds his hands up like, nope, I'm good.
I posted an OOC what a dragon newt is. You are more draconic in nature.
Yo, that top one looks like a mech.
It's not a mech, though.
It looks like what? It looks like fucking
kinda-
Cell from DBZ.
It's kind of sick.
That's isn't that a Digimon? It looks
No.
like a Digimon.
I'm gonna take the cup with me. Can you add it to my inventory, Cactus?
Yeah, I can.
Hey, and out of character, do any of my, because it's been like so long, can you help me and just let me know if any of my aspects could help reverse whatever happened to Graves?
None of them can.
Okay.
Flat out telling you now, even if you had everything available to you, time included.
Graves wouldn't have you do so anyways.
Well, I wouldn't without consent, no matter what. I just wanted to know.
I'm telling you as a DM, with all your power and a full book of concepts and aspects, no godly power can reverse it. It's a manifestation of the soul.
Cool, good to know. No, and Alex, I would never, like, if anything, if I had something available, I would offer, but, I'm never going to take away a player's choice.
Oh yeah, 100%. Are we ready to move on then?
Unless it was Tuesday.
Yes, and also, I wouldn't have told you all what I experienced. I would just have told you, like, what the cup did.
Mm-hmm.
And you would have heard the whatever, like, person saying, like, being divine and be just this, and I would have laughed at the word divine. That's all. Let's go.
Would you... Now, we are at 11. Do you all want to continue?
It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
Do some of
I
you
will
want to
go with
continue?
majority.
Do all of you want to
I will
continue?
go with majority consensus personally.
I'm good for at least an hour.
What do the
Don't
rest of
matter to
y'all
me.
think?
Don't matter to me.
I haven't played with you all in forever, so I'm like, yes. So, don't
Alex,
listen to me if anybody's
I
tired.
like I said, I'm going with the majority consensus.
I'm down to
What-
keep.
Okay, I'll
Ty?
go for another hour or two. But hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay. Yes, pause.
Take a break.
Unpause. So, what do you all want to do?
I shoot my spells at everybody. Just unload.
Okay, what do you all actually want to do?
I leave it up to the group. Graves is a little bit
I'm gonna start making my way towards that other hall.
I want to check
Across
in
the
on
way.
Graves.
Yeah, I'm over here by Graves too.
I'm gonna say in his head. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Just realizing a few things about myself that only occurred to me very recently.
I always thought you were a good person.
Makes one of us balsam. Makes one of
And-
us.
Balsam's gonna see Aurora slink off and follow her.
I'm gonna tell Graves in his head. I don't know what you saw, but I don't think anybody could drink from that cup without it being unsettling. And I'm just gonna
Unsettling is one word for it.
put my hand on his shoulder and give him a smile and nod towards everybody else with my eyebrows cocked up in a question.
Good God, we've missed you.
Same, buddy. I'm gonna give him a hug. I've never hugged Graves before. Does Graves accept my hug?
He will actually give you a hug back.
Aw.
As
I
you
like you much more now that you're not an asshole.
I'm still an asshole. Just not
We'll
up.
see.
Just not uptight.
We'll see. And I give him a wink.
Yeah.
Be careful. There
Where
is
did
magic right
Aurora
here.
and Balsam go?
Where do you think, bud?
Hey, Aurora, give me 2 strength saves.
We can't just let.
What?
What? When are we
Strength
gonna
save.
learn?
A what save?
2
Two
strength
strength
saves.
save.
Hey, I learned I'm here with you and not over there causing trouble for once.
You think I can eat this wall?
17.
Oh.
Second
I'm gonna
Balsam?
throw Balsam another piece of salmon.
Balsam, don't you dare! I hop on his back.
Another one.
Balls.
I'm gonna say to Balsam, hey, I think my pouch legitimately thinks you're a pet.
Aurora, second one.
I am
Not
Nat
strength,
20!
real quick, not strength
Ooh.
checks,
nice.
strength saves. So I think they're the
Oh.
same thing for you. So
My bad. Do I need to redo this? And
It's fine. We
no,
can
I
keep
think
them
they're
the way it
they're
is.
both +1s for you. So I think they're fine.
they're the exact same.
So one hops out and grabs onto your ankle, and another one hops out and misses entirely and grabs onto Balsam's horn.
My horn.
I try to punch it off
Wait.
of its horn.
Oh,
'Cause
my
I'm
horn.
on- Yeah.
It grabs on a what?
Your ankle.
Yeah, I'm gonna slice it with my sword.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to punch it off of Balsam's horn because
Okay, Hal.
I jumped on his back.
Roll to hit.
Ow!
Okay, unarmed strike.
You're punching me! You're punching me!
18.
Roll me damage.
10.
It goes splat and explodes into meat chunks, and you also deal 10 damage to Balsam's horn.
Ow!
Oh, sorry, buddy. I was aiming for the hand.
I'm gonna firebolt the other one.
I rolled a 17 to slice the other one with my sword.
You slice it in half and firebolt it thistle as it then gets burnt to a crisp.
Ha!
There we go. I didn't
Hey,
get
they
any.
grabbed onto you
that
guys.
night.
Neither one of them was able to grab onto me.
Yeah, because you're big and strong. Have you seen me in Balsam?
I have chicken arms.
Well,
Same.
Your air.
Yes. Thank you
Wait.
for noticing.
So
And
So
do
glad
we-
you're strong, Alex.
And
The rest
he's
of us are
now
both
less of a
weak.
dragon than me.
that didn't give me any blood, did it?
No.
Darn.
No, this
Wait,
means
who's the
I'm
bigger
an
dragon
intelligent.
now?
I'm an intelligent-based dragon.
What'd you say, Thistle?
Yeah, who's the bigger? I'm asking these two, like looking back and forth between them. So who's the bigger, badder dragon now?
Well,
Um,
for a
Graves has
while,
put on some
for a
weight
while it was
recently.
Paulson.
I'm
For a
just trying to
minute
stir
there
up
it was
trouble.
Paulson. But I think my horns have him beat now.
I don't think you had horns as a dragonborn before.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Actually, my horns come from my tiefling side.
I'm gonna consider his horns and then pat my own and, kind of preen a little and go, they're okay.
But that, and I think my wings are prettier.
Aurora just keeps walking down the hall.
Okay, Aurora, as you walk down the hall, you encounter
He's escaping.
the
Still
second
on you, so if you
gargoyle.
get up, I'm still on you.
I'm gonna follow after Aurora. Oh no, another one?
I no longer have the map open if somebody can move me. I'm following the group.
I got you, bud.
Thank you.
Oh shit! Imagine you walk past
Leo.
Balsam.
Is
Yeah,
it this like the,
I walk past and pat him on his smaller horns.
Actually, Balsam's horns are bigger than yours are.
But he just admitted they come from his tiefling side, so
They're just shorter.
They're shorter, but they're curlier.
So is this
I like to
the
think mine have spines.
looking at the statue, is it the exact
That's cool.
same? Or
It's made of pure ice instead of ice and stone.
does it have the
Investigation
same Hermes and Vecna symbols on him?
No.
or insight, not investigation. It's a nat one.
You got a nat 1 for
Uh.
investigation?
For insight.
Or insight, yeah. So 14 total.
You instead tried to give insight onto the gargoyle looking like Balsam. You find a lot of striking similarities.
Can I try
I
it
can't-
again?
I can't see that statue, but it looks quite handsome.
You can.
I wanna check
Roll
out the room.
shit. 16.
16,
Balsam,
you
you
said?
should probably get up with me on
Yes.
you. I
Okay.
am like
You,
I am very
Six back up.
lightweight.
6 back up after realizing.
your insight of 16, Thistle, shows you that... Okay, so go in order here of characters. Thistle, you see as an insight that this has no symbolage to it, the previous poem you had before, but it is made of pure ice and pure cold. It has no bones inside of it, has no structure inside of it. It is literally made of ice. You also see, with your insight and combined investigation with Aurora, that this has a giant symbol of theorem carved in it.
A fear?
Theorem. Thrym. Theorem.
Oh.
Someone around here is good with a chainsaw.
I was trying to look around the room, see if there's anything else other than just the statue. See if there's any information
No, just the
or
statue.
anything. Just the statue. Okay. Well,
I'm gonna look at
do we-
Aurora and say, melt it again?
I certainly can.
You gonna use control flames?
Produce flames, yeah.
As you do so and you begin to melt the ice, instead of moving like before, literally begins to drip and melt into water. But then you see the symbol of Thyrum activate, and upon doing so, it glows with a cold, crystalline light as it then grows inside as ice begins to regenerate on it.
Huh. So maybe not do that.
Oh, is it bigger?
Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you gotta freeze it more.
Or I just need a bigger fire.
No, let's not. How about we investigate it more?
I am not the one that should be over here then. Because I just want to throw fire at the ice. I don't have ice to throw at the ice.
I think you got it, Aurora.
But
I'm just gonna keep melting it. What if I took that flame and put it in the symbol, on the symbol?
Upon doing so, as you melt away the symbol, you see it as the arcane begins to flow into it, creating a blue flame as it grows even larger. And as it grows larger, you then see that a bunch of ice has encased it within a catacomb of ice, within the symbol pulsating inside of it.
Okay, not gonna do that anymore. Who wants to do something next? Because it's just getting bigger.
It's pulsating without you having magic into it.
Guys, I think I fucked up.
It is time to back out. Let's.
I did
Cast dispel magic.
tell you to try and investigate more, and to stop doing it.
yeah, you did. I thought maybe burning the symbol would work, but no.
Right,
So-
you think you could probably move this one like you did the last one?
Let me try.
Aurora backed out
I'll
of
go ahead and move up to it myself and give it a nice strong pull. Oh, that's at 30.
Oh, shit.
Beautiful.
You can move it, but you see something is gestating and growing inside.
Oh, this thing has something living in it.
Yeah, I tried to kill it and it only made it worse, so.
I'm gonna very carefully move it.
As you do so, you see that the ice begins to crack a little on the outside of the wall, and as you move it over here, the bottom breaks, and a bunch of necrotic gas oozes from outside of the crystalline carapace before the ice breaks away and reveals to you a unsettling monster.
Not good. Not good.
Wait, what?
There's a goodly over here.
It's a good thing I'm the one right in front of it.
That's what it said.
What is it?
Mm.
The word he used was monster.
By the way, Balsam, I'm still
Are we
on
waiting
your
to
back.
see what it is, or
Yeah, I'm uploading
I'm guessing so.
okay? I'm gonna cast Hold Monster on it.
Make that a little more obvious. There we go.
Yeah,
Awesome was peering into the hallway sideways, so Hal is also peering in sideways.
I'm just piggybacking on you.
You got it, Graves.
You're correct, I do.
This shit's slow to load, I'm sorry. I'll unpause. You see in front of you a Halagorath.
Now that's a name.
Don't know it.
Otherwise known as an Ice Lord.
That doesn't
Nice.
sound good.
Oh dear.
Yes, yes.
Maybe if we gave him a crown, he'll be happy with us.
Maybe.
The Helagorath in front of you comes out in a long robe of shadowed blue and frost. As he looks at you all, and he carries with him a great claymore staff. Roll me initiative.
Did I cast Hold Monster already?
Oh, wisdom save. Yes, let me give you that wisdom save real quick.
Yeah, it's gotta do a wisdom of 19.
16.
Okay,
Hmm?
it failed. It got a 9. It's being held in place, grappled.
Oh,
Nice.
No, not grappled, paralyzed.
That's worse. It's okay. It's
Yeah, it
never
is.
mind.
Yeah,
Don't
so
roll
he can
initiative.
So
Got
at the
Jump
end
on
of
it.
each of its turns, it can make another wisdom saving throw, and on a success, the spell ends. So
As you use hold monster, you cast it, falls to the ground.
Jump it! Kick
Jump.
it while
we
it's
can still
down!
fight it. I mean, it's still like it can make a throw on each of its turns, unless we're gonna one shot it.
Kick it, kick it!
You
I don't
crit
know.
on a
Graves
hit.
is at front. We might worry about it.
Yeah, if we all attack at once with all our stuff, we could probably just.
Yeah,
move
we
it.
could kill it in one shot.
All right,
Plus,
so
we have
I
advantage
just
on it.
hold up my hands and say no, and cast Hold Monster, and it drops to the floor, and I just look at it, look around at all of you, and go, "Well, have at it."
All right. Do-do-do-do-do.
So roll
Do-do-do-do-do.
initiative.
Yeah, we'll go in.
Mark.
We're gonna go in loose initiative order based on the call. So I'll bring up the
Okay.
list.
All right.
I'll go back in place.
I didn't mean to spoil the fun. I
19.
just didn't want it to eat us. I didn't know what it was.
I got a
Sorry.
No,
That's
we keep
fair.
doing. It's okay, Stacey. We keep doing this for the past couple encounters.
I've never gotten to use this spell because I'm always like focused on my book. So I'm like, monster, you say?
Yes.
Uh,
So it is. Sorry, it would be Graves' turn, not Alpha. Graves.
wait, how
Got
did
a
I get
16.
almost?
No,
How
I'm
did I
saying we're
almost
going
get
loose
dead
initiative
last
order.
with a
So you're up
19?
first, Graves. You're front.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I mean, it like what kind of? It's made out of like necrotic energy.
It's part necrotic, but it is a Frost Lord. They are medium phase, neutral evil.
Okay. I'm going to unsheath shattered soul.
Okay.
Bonus action, fighting spirit to give myself advantage on all attack rolls till the end of turn and 15 temp HP.
Jesus.
Hold on.
And then, my attacks with shattered soul. 29 to hit.
You hit.
Where did my pencil go? Some bitch. Oh, 1 fucking second.
Oh, Elsa. Oh, there she goes. Never mind.
I want my pen. I want my pencil. And I don't know.
I'm gonna have to have you make me a con save.
But me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It has a
I make a
passive.
con save every time I hit it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was bad. 6.
It's similar to many ice fiends like the Remoraz. So that was
I've
a
fought one of those
6.
before.
Okay, what's your second hit?
Sorry, there it is. Okay, never mind. So Shattered Soul. I'll worry about doing the damage after I do the hits. Second attack. 30 to hit.
Hit. Another con save.
Another 6.
Fail.
Yep. Third attack, I'm gonna forego advantage to give me a second, or technically fourth attack.
Okay.
15 to hit.
Miss.
All right. Fourth attack. 28 to hit.
20 hits. Con save.
$10.
Still a fail. Okay, and that is... Oh, everybody needs to make me a con save. Thistle, can you make me 3 con saves? Balsam, Hal, and Aurora all make me 3 con saves.
Wait, con
First
I
one is a
can't
natural 20.
28.
Why do they have to
16.
make con saves?
Because it has a
God
30-foot
damn it.
range.
The first one's a natural 1.
Oh no.
19.
The second one's a natural
8,
22.
7,
Okay.
I just realized he's paralyzed. I didn't have to use my fighting spirit.
4. I rolled a nat 1. God.
Okay, Cactus,
So-
I want to make this clear. I rolled a natural 20, a natural 1, and a 22.
So you're only getting hit once, Balsam.
Hold
Aurora
on.
is getting hit
Gets hit
all
3 times.
10,
It's a good thing I got 400 health, huh?
13,
Fuck yes.
Do you?
and a 5.
Yeah.
Wait, do you really?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
I got 3 hits on that, right?
Yes, and also, can I have 2 more con saves from you, Thistle?
2 more?
Yeah,
How am I getting hit 5 times?
you're getting hit. You only made 1 con save.
I made 3.
Oh,
You
I'm
want me to
sorry.
say what they
Whoopsie.
were?
Whoops,
Well,
no,
because
I
that
see
one was
'em.
even better, so...
20, yeah, you pass all 3 times. Never mind. You pass all 3 times. So, Hal, Aurora... Okay. Gotta roll these hits.
Oh no.
Ooh,
What is this ability?
his ability...
Especially with it being paralyzed.
His ability is a passive ability. As the Frigid Rebuke, each time that he is hit with a melee attack, he sends out a 30 feet blast of cold. 30-foot radius. Anybody in the radius obviously getting
Anyone
hit
want to
with it.
back up and hit him from there?
Right.
Well, I'm perfectly fine because I think I'm going to kill it.
Okay, so let me roll these damages. So the first roll of damage, everybody, is 15, then 18, then 18.
Just to let you know,
50 to
Cactus,
18.
for a passive ability, that is a lot of damage.
This is D&D at its finest, my friend. Not homebrewed at all.
That's okay. I'm still looking fine.
This is
So how
from
much is all
3.5.
3 together?
It's 51 points of damage altogether.
Thank you.
That's a lot.
Well, so it's paralyzed, which means any attack, if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature, any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit.
Yes, I know this.
So I am currently dealing 1d8 plus 2d8 for every hit. So that's 3d8 on every hit. Times 3 hits is 9d8. Times 2 is 18d8.
Why are you timesing the dice payload by 2? You want to get a times 2 the damage, not times 2 the dice.
Oh, okay.
We've been handling
and
crits by
then-
times 2 damage, not times 2 dice and times 2 damage.
Oh. And then I don't get the bleed effect yet.
Give me your cumulative damage.
Plus 15. 40, 80, 95. Or 110, depending on if the 15 doubles as well.
That's 95 damage. Correct?
Yep.
You almost killed him.
I'm going to action surge then.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'll give somebody else the final hit on it.
Okay. Next up would be Balsam.
Am I able to firebolt him through these two?
With a careful spell or high sleight of hand.
Oh dear.
I
dear.
won't. Also, I'm tapping radiant. Fuck. What do we want to use?
Okay, so you're using your radiant armor.
Mm-hmm.
Balsam's now glowing with a white blaze of flame.
Aren't they quite stylish?
The holy
I
balsam.
close my eyes because I'm still on her back.
Why were you on his back in the first place?
I
He
jumped on
jumped
his
me.
back.
He
Yeah,
stopped me from eating the wall.
Yeah, and I just never climbed off.
Well, fuck. What's my movement speed here? Can we just get him in his face?
Yeah.
Alright. I am on the way. Boom, boom, boom. And we will be quick in spelling. Excuse me. Don't watch out. Oh, why? Did your feet get bigger? That's crazy. And I'm going to double shocking grasp of this boy.
Are you sure?
Oh no.
Nope. Oh, boom! 26.
Stop it. No. No. No, Svenny.
And that'll be 20 damage.
Balsam, roll me 2 con saves. Everyone else, roll me 2 con saves.
I know. We're gonna die.
I won't. Maybe.
26,
It's Sven.
11.
And 19 and a 12.
19
A 14 and a 9.
and
9
21.
and a 17.
Balsam, you fail. Hal, you save on 1. Graves,
I failed both.
you got a 12 and 11, my friend.
I got
And
a
a 19 and a 12.
No, you have a nat 1 for an 11. Nat 1 plus 11, 12. And a 2 and a 9 for an 11.
Where the hell did my roll go?
Your 19 was before.
No, that was after.
Okay,
See, it's right
you
above
fail
Thistle's.
1.
Okay.
Thistle saves on
The first one.
the
Probably
first,
not the second.
not the second one, so
A
for
19
everybody
fail?
else,
No, I
Aurora
didn't.
failed twice and Hal saved once. So,
So what is this thing, like 18 or something?
first damage roll is a 12. Second damage roll is a 20. That's
Shit.
32 frost damage. / cold. And Balsam, you killed him.
Nice.
2. Yeah.
Hal heal 25.
Okay, hold on.
But just take 5 damage out of the damage we just took.
Okay.
Shocking grasp is a melee attack, Bolson.
I didn't know it was the melee attacks that triggered it.
I said
said
melee
that.
attacks trigger it.
Oh shit. Come on, you know Bossum wouldn't pay attention.
Nope.
How are y'all doing health-wise?
Not good
I'm
now.
down a little bit.
Not
Three
bad.
six,
Okay.
107.
317.
Nothing is left behind but shattered ice.
Bossum's gonna start Fortnite dancing.
Take 5 psychic damage, Bolson.
Ah! My head!
Hmm. If anyone wants some cure wounds, I can cast a couple cure wounds.
I'm gonna cast
only
a cure
down
wounds
20
on myself. I think I'm almost at half already. Hold on.
My max HP isn't much.
That is shitty cure wounds.
I am still a little over 100. Whatever
Yeah,
those
same
numbers
here.
mean.
God, that is horrible healing. Why am I doing horrible healing? I don't like being below 100.
So do you all wish to keep moving on?
Yes.
Actually, I think personally, it's nearly midnight. I'm about done for the evening.
Okay.
Then it was wonderful playing with you, friends.
We shall end
We're
recording
back on
here.
Paulson's